Hello guys, so since I've been doing videos that are like super serious and technical about cognitive functions and like how not to get it wrong, I just decided I wanted to do something a little bit more fun because yeah, Myers-Briggs is not meant to be all serious and educational. So lately I've been typing a lot of people, I've been profiling a whole lot of people, and I found that there are certain stereotypes that make it like super easy to define what personality type somebody is. And yeah, this video is just going to be like a little riff on the 16 personalities from my perspective and their little nuances. And yeah, I want you guys to comment below and tell me if I'm full of shit or if I'm wrong about something. But otherwise, yeah, or let me know if I'm right, because this is the way that I see it. So let me just get straight into it. So, starting with the ENFJ personality type. So, ENFJs, the way that I see them is that they just love to laugh loudly, like super loudly, at like every joke. They have these strong convictions, and they're constantly giving advice and preaching. Like the other thing about ENFJs is how self-sacrificing they are. Okay, they're so self-sacrificing, running around, doing things for everybody but themselves constantly, to the point that it just makes me feel guilty. But let's move on. The INFP. INFPs, mediators, healers. I love INFPs. But yeah, when it comes to INFPs, they all love comic books. I've not met one INFP that does not love comics. So if you want to know if somebody's an INFP, just ask them, do you like comic books? And if they say yes, then it's probably an INFP. They're quiet, very stubborn, innocent looking, and they have like the warmest smiles that just light up the room. And most of the time they just look like they need a hug. So yeah, that's my impression of the INFP. INFJ, let's go on to the INFJ. Okay, so if you want to type an INFJ, ask them if they have a journal. If they have a journal that they keep like close by, little notebooks everywhere, probably an INFJ. Addicted to courses, like personal development courses. Alan Watts. I've not met one INFJ that is not into Alan Watts. And oh, the occult. Yeah, if you want to know if someone's an INFJ, ask them, are you interested in the occult? And if they say yes, then yeah, you can be certain that that's one of those weird ones. Okay, so moving on to the ENTP now. The other crazy guys. Yeah, so the ENTPs, I recognize them because they're like, they laugh at people as opposed to with people. So it's like, yeah, they're laughing all the time, but they're not really laughing with you, they're laughing at you. The other thing is like they have no fashion sense whatsoever. And and the other thing is that they'll be the type that they'll be the person that will say the thing that everyone is sort of thinking, but is too embarrassed to say in the room. They will like say it over and over and over again and just make everybody feel uncomfortable. Yeah, and love it, absolutely love it, and be laughing at everybody at the same time. So yeah, that's the ENTP in my opinion. Let's move on to the INTP now. The INTP, now let's see, INTP, always wearing glasses, probably. Glasses, nerdy, and they can have these long, stretched out discussions, usually criticizing and sarcastically mocking their boss or girlfriend or somebody. And then they'll go on this monologue of like really intelligent, sarcastic remarks about these people, and then suddenly just disappear. And then you just don't know where they are. You hear from them. It's like gone. That's the INTP. Let's see. ENTJ. So the ENTJ are always the most competent. Okay, so if you've got a room full of people and you just find the most competent person, that's probably an ENTJ. They are if you ask an ENTJ if they want to be president, they will usually say yes. Like most ENTJs that I know want to be president of the country, definitely. So, yeah, so moving on then to the INTJ. The INTJ. Yeah, I picture once again this person wearing glasses, walking around with their head up and nose in the air, looking like they know something that we don't know, and yet they have this expression like they're just not bothered to explain it to you know, like why would they need to explain that, you know? Now let me go on to, yeah, I've started with intuitive, so it's like senses coming up. The ENFP. ENFP, yes, very ENFPs. They're always highly animated, quite flirty, very flirty, free spirits, and they're smarter than they look. They're a lot smarter than they look. They usually have like a large book collection as well, ENFPs, funny enough. But they do not like to be typed. That's another thing. Like, do not do not immediately tell an ENFP that they're an ENFP and that there's no other way. They'll probably be the one to tell you, I'm an ENFP. J. Yeah, that's the ENFP. Okay, now let's move on to the sensor types. Okay, starting out with the ESTP. ESTP, always the alpha, tough, energetic, always up for anything, always up for the party. They are like super athletic and the best dressed. Okay, ESTPs are always the best dressed at the parties. ISTPs. I can spot you guys from a mile away. Quiet but thoughtful. No bullshit attitude. and this like love for like rebelling and, you know, like just going against the grain and like, yeah, and tool mastery, you know, and driving cars and shit. Yeah, that's the ISTP in my opinion. So let's talk about now the ESFP. ESFP. Impulsive. Direct. High maintenance, hey? Super high maintenance. Oh, and if you want to know if somebody's an ESFP, just ask them if they're into reading body language. Ask them how good they are at like reading people, and they'll be like, I am amazing, I'm the best at reading people, I can read people, you know? Like body language, they love that stuff. So yeah, that's ESFPs for you. Let's see, ISFPs. What are the ISFP stereotypical little idiosyncrasies? ISFPs are like quiet artists. They're very authentic and true to themselves. They love aesthetics and lots and lots of cats or animals. They just say animals because I mean some ISFPs are dog people, so but ISFPs, animals, it's like yeah, they just love it. Moving on now to the ESTJ, the commander. No, I just think law enforcement, military, strict, rich, and yet quite generous and quite sensible. Yeah. So yeah, they're quite easygoing people, independent, but strict. You can see, like, don't mess with them. Don't mess with their schedules. Okay, now the ISTJ. The ISTJ is like the walking human encyclopedia, or I call them the robot people, because they just do things in step-by-step manners, and they don't like deviate from that. Yeah, repetition, and yeah, just like lots and lots of knowledge and details about history and all that. Now let's see that. ESFJs, so protectors, ESFJs. I just think of home-baked cookies when I think of ESFJs. I think of like smothering love and concern and just care and asking, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you sure you're okay? Oh, and gifts. Oh my god, ESFJs just love giving gifts. They will constantly be like shopping for gifts non-stop for people, and they'll never miss a birthday. So that's definitely an ESFJ. And last but not least, let's stereotype the ISFJ. So the ISFJ, I think of church, compassion, Mother Teresa, sensibility and logic as well, humility, beauty, and just yeah, just caring about what's right, you know. Also, so yeah, I guess that sums up my little riff on the 16 personality types and the different stereotypes that they fall under. Let me know what you think.